Alright guys, welcome back to the show. We got big news today. We finally got our test results back and we are...
negative!
It's the first time we've ever been positive about being negative. Anyways, we want to thank each and every one of you for your prayers, your support, for checking in on us. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. We do have some sort of bug or something in the house, but at least it's not pandemic status. So it's just your everyday average flu, cold, bug, I don't know. Anyway, so today we're going to focus on Ruby and her testimony and some of her stories. So I'm going to leave and it's just going to be Ruby. Bye, y'all.
Hello everyone. I'm here today to share my story with you, parts of it. And I have more testimony than you have time. So bear with me and we'll get through this together today. So I'm the baby of the family, one of 3 kids, and they were much older than me, and my parents were much older when they had me. So my life growing up wasn't very easy or pleasant, or even a happy one at that, because there was very few times that you would see me smiling. And my house was filled with bitterness, strife, anger, hatred, unforgiveness, and those things carried on over to me. And I was told I was unwanted, an accident, and I was stupid, which I hate that word very much. And I believed all those things. And when I entered school, the kids bullied me. They were very cruel, and they called me fatty and all kinds of other names. And it had a bad negative effect on me. And growing up, there were probably 5 or more times that I actually thought about committing suicide. I just reached that point of lowness that, why am I here? Nobody would ever miss me. Nobody doesn't want me around. And it just really played on me. And I'm glad that I didn't ever commit suicide. I'm very thankful for that. I always wanted to know God. And I was given a King James Bible very early on. I couldn't read it. It was Greek to me. And so I put it down for a while. I'll visit this another time. And so growing up, it was a hard time. I didn't have anybody really to talk to. I didn't have anybody to confide in, at least nowhere near me. With that being said, there were very few times that I sat with my granny, and she listened to me, and she talked to me, and she must have known how badly my heart hurt. And, my parents taught me, shove everything down. Don't show any kind of emotion. Act like everything's fine and wonderful and dandy. And it just wasn't. But I didn't know that I could talk about these things. I didn't know that you could, just be any different. It was the norm for me. So for years and years and years, I just packed everything down. And I dated all the wrong guys. I snuck out because my dad didn't let me date. And so, I didn't believe anything, that I was pretty, that I was sweet and loving. And I just didn't think that anybody would miss me. And, at the time that was true. And the more that I went down this road, the more that I started believing all the negative things that were said about me. And, the kids weren't very nice. They were very cruel. And so I got done with high school, and life at that time was just very unsure for me. And I had dated and dated. I had some friends. And, there was no way that they could fill all these holes that I had inside of me. I just always felt like there was something more. So, when I met Dr. J, he sat down in front of me, and I saw those blue eyes, and I saw such a great light. I knew he had something I wanted. And so I inquired about him, and I found out he was single. So we got sent into the toy section. Blech. So we got sent into the toy section, and we played the entire weekend, and we had so much fun. And I remember distinctly that I was standing in front of the fans. He came up behind me and put his arms around me. And for the first time in my life, I felt love. I can't tell you what that meant to me. So I called him up later on. I said, "Hey, you want to go on a date?" He said, "Yeah." So we dated, and we immediately were best friends. And we got married. He asked me what I wanted for Christmas, because our anniversary was in September, so Christmas wasn't too far away. I said, "I want a Bible. I want one that I can read. I want one that I can understand." So at the same time, I had also picked out a ring at a jewelry store, which was a ruby. And Christmas rolled around, and we usually did Christmas Eve with his mom. I thought that I would be opening my ring, and instead I opened up the package with the Bible. Instant disappointment, because I wanted to be like, "Oh, look at me, look what Jay," or look what Dr. J gave me. But you could tell instantly I was disappointed. So a little bit later on, I started reading the Bible, and I wore this ring. And as God opened up His Word to me, He began showing me what a great love He had for me all along, not just that moment, but my entire life. He showed me that He was always there, watching over me. I never thought that I was lovable, or that I was capable of being loved. And God was showing me through His Word that I have always loved you, even before you were knit together, before you were ever in the womb. I knew you, and I have loved you, and I've always wanted you, and I've chosen you. And I gave my life to Christ. And I took the ring off because the Bible was the true treasure that was given to me. And I have never worn that ring since. It's actually in my jewelry box. And my life began changing. Where hardness was, there was softness. Where there was hate, there was now love. Where there was unforgiveness, there was forgiveness. I forgave all the people who had hurt me. I saw myself through God's eyes. And I saw myself through my husband's eyes. That I was beautiful, and that I was valuable, and what everybody else threw away, God took up, said, "Hey, I want you. I want you as my child." And I remember asking Jay at some point later, Dr. J, I asked Dr. J, I said, "What was it that you saw in me that you wanted?" And this is very profound. He said, "I saw a rough, uncut diamond who was precious and priceless, and it was mine. I had never in my life ever thought of myself that way. Ever. God not only did God show me my worth, He showed me how valuable I was. I've done a whole lot in my life that was wrong. As you'll learn, that I'll share my testimonies with y'all. But I want to tell you, if you're at a place today that you feel unloved, that you're not worthy, that you're not valuable, that you have been beaten down so by life, I'm here to tell you, open your heart and let Him in. He can save you and love you like nobody else can. He has poured His love out on me, and I've served Him for the last 23 years. I've been on fire for Him ever since. I know that if He can save me, He can save you. I love y'all, and I hope you have a good day. Thanks for listening to my testimony. See you next time.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. My hair. Look, I need to. Yeah, this is what you don't see. This is all stuff I cut. Anyways. Wish my eyes were bigger. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm very loud.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show.
Yes.